Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself S02E7. And it's Friday, time for the Telford save to start here. We're going to start out against the team that we lost out in the FA Cup, which is South Shield. Let's hope it goes better in the league than it did in the cup. And yes, even it's been a long time since I did play that episode where we went out against Braintree, which was the previous game. I'm still having a hard time accepting it and accepting that we have no more cup games this season. We're going to be playing league games, and that means that we have 26 league games to go through, and that's after that the season is over. So let's just get into this here, but I'm gonna press in here that if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It would help me out a lot, and for the boys and girls that are, thank you very much. Now let's get on with this and let's see what kind of players we can use today. Josh Robinson suspended, so I guess we're gonna put in Driscoll there, and we need another mid defender to Nelson to be on the bench. And yeah, put him up there so he's easy to find. Ben Stevens, I think we're going to bring in Jamie Allen, even if he's a bit tired. Trent Tringle is a bit tired as well, but I want to keep him on the pitch, to be honest. I have faith that he's going to be important for us in the rest of the season. So this is the team I'm going to use today. Let's see if we stand a chance against South Shield this time then. Let's move on in here. So it is a big disappointment that we went out of the FA Trophy. I was hoping that we would be fighting for a win of that tournament this season, since we did go all the way to the semi-final last season, but I guess that was more luck than skill, because I feel that we have a lot better team this season than we had last season, and yeah, we are out of it so early on as well, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, but let's try to get that out of our mind and try to get, oh, I missed out. I wanted to bring back the league table. It does disappear when you play the cup. So here's Ling, and he finds Princewell, and Princewell finds the net. 1-0 for Telford United. We should have done this in the FA Cup. And that FA Cup game was such a disappointment as well. We were 2-1 up, and they equalised in overtime, and after that we're losing on penalties. That was such a nightmare game, that one. I don't know what to say, but it really wasn't our best of game. Let's just bring this up so that I can put the league table there, then we take it away again. Alex, Princewell, here's Allen, Jamie Allen. Oh, it's 2-0. This is how you play against South Shield, you B-words. And yeah, this is the way we should have played against them when we faced them in the FA Cup. Oh well, 15 minutes into the game and it's 2-0 up for Telford. Nice. Ling, Byrne, Alex trying to reach Baba, but he can't reach him. Brown for, now it's South Shield that are having a control here. Here they come. Come on, Telford. We're actually into our second season. Oh, that's a nice goal from Fishburne. But he was offside. Brilliant. If I'm not incorrect, I think it's second season with Welling United, we did gain promotion, and to be honest, I don't want to gain promotion with Telford this season. I think we want to wait at least one more season before we go up. Hopefully we'll become a professional side by then, or before that, because I want to continue to build a greater side here, and hopefully get a couple of more brilliant footballers, improve the team, and sort of try to dominate it. I want trophies here now before we start the League 2 adventure. If we get there, I shouldn't take anything for granted, because I could get fired if we don't succeed good enough. So, but I would love to be building a team that is strong enough to dominate down here, so that we can win this division, win the FA Trophy, and win the National League. That's 3 trophies. And if we can win the FA Trophy a couple of times, then there's even more trophies. And that's what we want, because we know that winning titles, winning things, builds on the reputation, even if it is these lower league things that we win. So I'm going to try and actually do the impossible thing here, that either we stay in the division or we win the division. We want to be such a good team that we are going to end up in first position, or we are not going to get promoted. I don't want to get promoted as a second team or in a playoff or something like that, because that doesn't build reputation as good as a trophy, a championship trophy. Getting number 1, becoming number 1 in the league is, so that's why this is a perfect it's a perfect league to stay in until you to gain promotion from, so to speak, because you can always lose in the final of the playoff, however good you are. You can always put in a really poor team so that you go out in the final. And so you can always fight for getting in that second position if you want to, and so on. So you can really fight to the very last game for the league title. But then you get into another division, and when first and second team get promoted at once, then you have a more problematic thing about ending up first, because if you at the end of the season is in close combat, are you going to finish first or second? Then it's better to get down to third and end up in playoff if you want to stay in the division. But because I think it's one of the problems with the Welling United save that we have. We have been too good, too quick, and we have gained promotion too quick. And especially gaining promotion without winning the division. So we're not getting any reputation, but still getting harder to beat the teams, and that's hard. And at the same time, we need to pay higher salary because we are in a higher division. And we don't get any more sponsor money because we haven't built on our reputation. So yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Tingle is extremely tired. Is there anybody? Amu is going to come in for him. I think we're going to have Max coming in there. Ling is very tired as well. We've been talking away here, and here they come with a reduction. 2-1, and yeah, are they going to come on and equalize at the very end of this game as well? Well, it isn't as bad or as dangerous as it was in the FA Cup because, yeah, we don't really care if we end up just in the playoffs and stuff like that. But, I mean, yeah. Westbrook with the corner. And Amu gets it out to Westbrook again. Westbrook moving in. Alex. Westbrook. And nothing. Hunter is there though. Another corner for us. Not ending very well. Here's Amu. Amu. Oh, and another corner for us. Let's see. Westbrook with the corner. Can we get 3-1 here? No. Alex is hunting that ball, but here comes South Shield. Good ball by there to open up some space. But he's too slow there, I think. Yeah. My players took care of that. Quick ball up there, but that doesn't help. And yeah, it looks like we're going to start this episode with a win. That's nice. 3 points for us. That's certainly going to help us in the hunt for trophies. Right. I'll take a division victory and stay a couple of years in National League instead, but I'm not going to. I feel like I want to lose in the playoff final if we get there. That's for sure. At the moment, that's what I feel. It's hard when you're once there. You sort of, should I really lose this game? Oh, we could gain C and so and climb up and everything. And yeah, it's a hard decision once you're there. But now, at the moment, I'm feeling, yeah, let's stay in this division one more year. That's to develop better and hopefully getting a professional status until next season and having an entire season down here where we can sign cheaper contracts, a full-time contract with all our players that we want to keep, and then start to try and develop them, and maybe we can get to keep signing a longer contract with Tingle, for example, and try to get him to develop a lot better if we get a professional status and he has a professional contract. Things like that would be immensely fun to try out here. So yeah, we have quite a lot to fight for, and I'm looking forward to this save. Oh, I'm just babbling on here. This we are supposed to do to take a break here, aren't we? So I guess I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here. Look at this. Our second game in this episode will be against the team that beat us out of the FA Trophy. So the first team we play here was against the team that beat us out of the FA Cup. The second team we get in this episode is the team that beat us out in the FA Trophy. Let's see if we can beat them as well. And yeah, we can pretty much use the same team because they are fresh enough. But we have Josh Robinson back, so I guess he will be playing, of course, because he's probably the best player according to the stars here anyway. He's the best player we have, so yeah, we're not going to miss out on him then. So let's see what we can do against Braintree this time when we play in the league. Last time we faced them, we played FA Trophy against them and we lost, which meant we went out of that cup, which was very sad. Now we get to face them in the league, and they're 23rd in the league, so they haven't improved. They have lost. They have dropped one position since we met them in the cup. So yeah, let's get this show on the run, on the road. Robinson, Ling, De Burn, Burn moving with the ball, gets it to Baba. Baba moves around and gets it back to Burn. Then to Baba. Now, I do believe, his Tingle, I do believe that I have installed way too much crap into this. And what I mean is way too much graphics, face packs, and tons of other packs that I have. And I think that's why this is so slow. So I'm going to try, maybe not before next episode, because I'm going to try to record one more episode today, directly after I'm finished with this episode. Ooh, Alan. But after that, I'm going to try to take away things that I feel that we might not be using. A lot of background stuff, because I can't use the background stuff, because if I have background changes, pictures changes and stuff like that, I lose out on the whatchamacallit. I can't use it, because if I use that, I can't read the text. It disappears in the pictures. So yeah, either I have too bad eyesight, or just a bad combination of colors, so that I can't read it. But anyway, let's go back to the game we're at hand. Braintree is actually standing up quite good against us, just like they did in the FA Trophy. Let's see if we can punch a hole in them this time, which we couldn't in the FA Trophy. If I'm not mistaken, they won 1-0 because we couldn't score. We created a lot of chances, and they had pretty much had one chance, and they scored on their chance and we couldn't score. So yeah, but we need to do better than that this time. So let's see. Ling trying to reach Princewell. Wilson, Alex, Allen. Oh, Wilson. Now what I would love to find before we start out next season is a really good striker, because I think that's what we're missing, a really good striker. We have Princewell will probably become quite good, and Allen is so-and-so, but we would really like one that could score against these teams where we create chances after chances, but we can't seem to get... I mean, we have 8 shots, but only one of them are on goal. That tells us a bit about our strikers, and that we need to have strikers that can hit the goal frame. And here, oh! I mean, Princewell, he does a lot of good things, but he does not score as many goals as I had hoped for that he would. He trains very well as well, so I mean, I do have high hopes for him still. I think he's 18 now, and I think he will become a good player, but yeah, he still needs to develop, so we need to become a professional club in order for him to become a really good player. But we don't really have any scorers. I mean, we have a good side now, except that goal scoring machine that we need, because we can control most of the games. We are actually the better team in most of the games that we're playing now, but we can't, for the sake of it, scoring goals. We have such tremendous problems getting the ball into the net. And yeah, so I would really love to, before we start the next season, find a really good striker that can give us those goals that we need in order to win the cup and hopefully win the league title in this division as well. As I said, look at this, 60 minutes, and we haven't been able to put a hole on one of the teams that are relegated in the relegation zone or in this division. And an offside there. When we finally get the ball in the net, we're offside. So I mean, yeah, it's we're having problems in the goal scoring department. That's just something that we are. That's proven. Oh, Tingle! Trent Tingle. That's it. Will he have to score the goals as well for us to get the points? But at least we could score on them this time, which we couldn't in the FA Trophy. We were just as dominating in the FA Trophy game, if I'm not remembering wrong. But then we couldn't score. Whatever we did, the ball would not get into the net. Now we have scored against them. Alex, he should be getting a corner out of that though. So Tingle with the corner. Tingle with the corner. Come on. Let it float in. Yes, no. Going out, back out to Tingle. Gets it to Ling. Ling is, they stole the ball from Ling there and just hoisting it up. Josh Robinson very tired. I think he's going to come off now. Let's hope that they don't have not good enough players. Gillette. Alex there is tired as well. So I'm going to bring in that one. And Princewell looks very tired as well. So Woodcock is going to come in there. Oh, look at this. Braintree is really close to equalizing as well. Now we have some fresh legs on the pitch. Let's hope that that will be enough to keep them from scoring on us. Jones grabbing a hold of that ball. 10 minutes to go. Blake. Driscoll. Long ball towards Allen, who tries to reach out to Woodcock there, but Woodcock wouldn't run on that one. Instead, there's Ling. Woodcock. Woodcock. Blake Tracy. Oh. No. You can see there, we really do need a really good striker. So, as I said, I'm going to try, that's what I'm going to try and find. Max Woodcock scores. That's his first goal. He's played a couple of games, and this is the first time he scores. It is a length player, so he's not going to be here next season. But we score, and it's 2-0. That's a good thing, definitely. And so we get another 3-pointer here against Braintree. So we beat both the teams that beat us out of the cups. Which, yeah. Personally, I would rather have gone through in the cups than beating them in the league, to be honest. I would rather have lost against them in the league than and gone through in the cups. But yeah, here we are. Ooh, good save by Jones though. So what I'm going to try and do is, of course, I'm going to be hunting for a good striker until next season starts. I want a good striker before the next season starts, but I'm going to be hunting for one already. So I'm going to start a search, and we're just going to hope for the best. If we're lucky, might get somebody off from our youth development. I don't think so, but I mean, even in youth development, that isn't brilliant. You do sometimes get a really good youth player like Jake Fisher that we got in Welling United, in that Welling United side. Despite us having quite a bad youth system there, we did get up Jake Fisher, who was very good, and we sold him for £1 million or something. But that's that game, and I'm just going to say that I'll see you in the next game. And so we're here, third game of this episode, Alfredton away, and I've made a decision. Since we don't care if we get promoted or not, I am going to be aiming more to try and get a youth player to play as often as possible. and get sort of a try to rotate in players that I believe can develop and stuff like that. O'Driscoll, being only 24, can develop, so why play Neil Byrne every single game? He's 30. He's pretty much where he can become. So let's give Driscoll a chance to develop, and stuff like that is what I'm going to think about here now. The left defender, Josh Higgins, he did get a lot of chance the first season he was here. I think I'm going to bring him in again, give him some play time from time to time and stuff like that. So yeah, try to just mix it up a bit more and try to see if we have any, especially if we have any young promising player, we want to bring them in, give them some play time in order for them to develop into who they really can become. So yeah, so that they don't get stagnated down. So yeah, what else? Let's look at Lewis Jones is going to be in the goal. Baba, I think we're going to get Harper to play today. He's been complaining that he doesn't get enough game. As I said, I really don't care if I win or lose anymore, as long as we get in a position where the board and the supporters don't hate me. I'm going to continue to just flip around with people so that we get playtime for as many players as possible, and try to develop as many players as possible. Let's bring in Ben Stevens again there, because I think he's quite a young lad, while Jamie Allen is 28 and Ben Stevens is 26, so he's not that young. I actually thought I signed a younger striker that, but okay. Max is only 18, but it's not my job to develop him, so I'm going to keep him on the bench and bring him in the game so that they don't complain that I'm not using him. We could actually try to give him back. I don't know if we can do that now. Let's go in here and let's say transfer, terminate loan. We cannot terminate this loan. So yeah, as I said, I'm just going to aim for getting our own players to develop now. It's more important than to win games, but we still need to win enough so that we can of course continue to get to not get sacked from Telford, of course. And of course, if we can reach the playoff, there is a bigger possibility for us to get a higher reputation, which will give us more sponsor money if we're lucky. So yeah, but for now I'm going to be trying to give young players, like I said, like Josh Higgins here, the opportunity to play. He's 18. I believe that he can develop a lot. Look at the potential ability here on him. So I do believe there is a player that could become something, but he needs to play in order to get there and everything like that. So yeah, let's give it a chance with this team today and see what we can do. And yeah, as I said, I'm going to try and flip around with a couple of players, but not try to. I'm not going to lose on purpose, so to speak. We still want to win, so yeah, I'm still going to try and win our games. But as I said, I'm not going to be disappointed a lot if we lose. Of course, I am going to be somewhat disappointed. I'm not going to be happy about losing any games, but I'm not going to be that disappointed I feel that since we went out of the cups, the season is pretty much over. Now the rest of the season is to try and to develop the young players that we have, try to find some new players to sign for us until the next season so that we can make a real effort to try and win the league and try to win that FA Trophy Cup, which would mean a lot in reputation and so on. Ling, Wilson, Princewell is there, but there's Telp, there's Tingle. Back to Harper, to Alex. Higgins is not getting that one. Ling is stealing it eventually. That's good. And I just had to drink some coffee there so that I can stay awake here. Anyway, it's looking okay, and half an hour into the game, we haven't really had any good chances, but they haven't been dominating us either, so it's been a quite boring game, I should say, so far. I mean, we had 2 shots, none of them on target. They had 2 shots and 1 of them on target. So, yeah. Ooh, he was high there. Denton. He was just too long for my players. Let's see if we can't go in on him once we get... Well, look at that. He hardly had to jump. I mean, that player in my team was really small compared to him. How tall is this lad? Does that say here? It should really be attributes. What's his length? Oh, somewhere it's supposed to be. Is it here? No. Not here. Here it is. Yeah, 2 meters. The player is 2 meters in, but yeah. So first half is over. Let's point fingers and say, come on, do you really want to win this? I want you to win it, but do you want to win it yourself? Let's get out there and try to make a better second half than the first one. Here's Princewell. Getting it to Tingle. Tingle getting out to Harper. Harper to Driscoll, to Ling. Ling with a long ball trying to reach Wilson, but he does not. So it ends up in the arms of a Mockingbird. No, but in the arms of their goalkeeper. Let's see here now. Tingle to Ling. Ling tries to reach Princewell. He does reach Princewell. Oh, look at that. He really does make himself into a dangerous position, and he can't put it in behind the net. And yeah. He's supposed to be quite good at finishing, to be honest. He's got 13. So, yeah, he should be quite good at it compared to a lot of other things that he does. Tingle. Harper with a throw-in. Tingle back to Harper. Princewell back to Gillard. And that was a good effort. Gets out to a corner. Tingle with the corner. Floats it in, and Wills, their goalkeeper, have no problems with that one. Look at this. We're not good at all. Let's bring in Max Woodcock there and hope that he can do some changes to us, to our team. Stevens, Princewell. No, too far out there now. Gets it back to Wilson. Oh! Do we have something to bring in instead of... We do have Sane there. Yeah, let's bring him on. We are not good today. Definitely not. Robinson a bit tired as well. Been the best player on the pitch, but let's take him off anyway. We really don't care. We don't want to lose out on a playoff position, to be honest. But I'm still gonna try and do as many changes and let players that I want to develop to play and stuff like that. Oh! Nice header by Tingle, but it goes above there. Westbrook taking over. Free kicks from Tingle. That's not nice. That's not nice. I think I'm going to be paying some attention about those set pieces later on, actually. Yeah. Higgins, oh, good pass to Woodcock. Woodcock could not score there. What a shame that he doesn't score there. Tingle with the corner. That's good. That he gets to do them, though. And, ooh. Come on. Could it get a one? Couldn't get a draw or something? We need to lose? For real? Dang it. As I said, it is so much that we don't have any good strikers. I mean, I know Princewell will become a good striker, but he's nowhere near it now. And he definitely isn't playing pretty any good being alone up there because that his striking partners aren't anything to have. So, yeah. Look at that. Alfredson Town makes it 2-0 and we are down and out again. And yeah. But at least a couple of players that needed to get to play did get to play, like Higgins, Westbrook, Ben Stevens, Harper. So yeah. But it's so sad to see. Here's Tingle, and oh, shooting over. Yeah, not even Tingle was good today. He was actually one of the worst players on my team here. Only Harper and Wilson being worse than Tingle today. That's a disappointment. So looking at Higgins being one of the better players in our team by 6.7. So yeah, I'm disappointed. And let's move on, and I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here, last game of this episode, which is going to be Boston away. And we're, as you can see here, we've fallen out of the playoff situation. So let's see what we can do in this game. The dangerous thing about changing as much as I've done or I'm doing here now is, of course, the fact that it can come back to bite me, because we can fall into a situation where we sort of gets into a negative trend. We're losing the games, and it's going to be hard for us to find our self-confidence, and the morale and everything might be dropping too much, and so that gives us problem. But yeah, we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna try and continuing with giving players, like now I'm going to give Aaron Harrison the opportunity. Only 1 star, which is very bad, of course. Ben Stevens, I've decided I'm going to try and sell him. I thought he was younger, and he's totally crap. So we do need a new striker. None of these lads here are any good, have no potential really either. So, yeah, maybe Carl Scallion had some potential, but he's still crap at the moment, so he's not going to get to play. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do. We're going to keep in Josh Higgins as well, because we do want him to develop. We do want him to become better, and hopefully he can if he plays. You can see that he has a working relationship with Wilson as well. So let's use this team and see if we can get anything out of this game against Boston. Aaron Harris, of course, needs a number. I'm not going to give him number 13. There we go. Let's go to the game or the match. We're gonna get, yes, we're gonna do the always press there out there. And yeah, let's see. Let's pump our fist and do the assistant tells recommends, as I should say. Or did I see Norbert, the old Manchester United youngster? Or maybe he still is a youngster, a United youngster, and being lent down here? I don't know. Here's Higgins. Princewell could not get, but Alex Gillett gets it back to Rushwood. It feels like the Manny Norkett, I'm pretty sure that is a former Manchester United lad, youngster. Here's, oh, good pass from Jamie Allen to Tingle. Tingle, oh, good save by the keeper though. Not good for us, but yeah. Tingle with the corner, floats it in, and none of our players gets control of that one, but it goes out to another corner. So Tingle again with the corner, and he gets it in. No, and here's things get weird. Tingle. He was offside there, Tingle. Not good, but yeah. I think we've played an okay game so far, even if it's only 10 minutes into this game. Davies saving that one, and then putting it long away. Here comes Boston, but Alex steals that ball. Well done. Robinson tries to reach Princewell. He does reach Princewell. Can Princewell do something with it? He can. Gets it back to Alex, to Wilson. Wilson tries to shoot, but too many players there blocking the road or the way of the ball. So a free kick for us, but that didn't seem to get to become anything. Harrison is not playing very well, but he still plays an okay compared to others when you look at the average rating there. But I haven't seen him. I can't seem to. Let's see. That's Harrison. Let's see if we can't press on him. There we go. Now every time highlights comes up, his name will be on the screen, so we can see where he runs all the time and see what he does on the pitch. Doesn't really follow along up here in the attacking situation. But here's Tingle, and Tingle shoots and he scores! And it's 1-0 for Telford United. Good one, Tingle. We've been waiting for that. We need you to become the star that we think you can be. And 1-0 for Telford. Good one. We still want to win every game, of course. It's just that we're not going to be as upset or as, what should I say, possessed of getting the absolute best players on the pitch in every game. We want to put in a lot of players that we know aren't good at the moment, but that we feel have a lot of potentials, so that they can try and develop a bit now that we are out of all the cups. So yeah, but we still need to win a lot of games in order to stay on the top half of the table. I think we will have problems keeping our job if we don't end up at the top half of the table. So I don't want to risk too much. But it's good for Harrison to get the feel of the first team. That's nice. The 16-year-old, that's Harrison, headed that away. That's good. Here they come again, though. And yeah, they get a corner out of that. And I'm getting a bit scared here now. Because they're starting to press us, but Jones is there grabbing that ball. That's good. Here's Byrne with the free kick to Harrison. Back to Byrne. Tries to reach Tingle there. Tingle brings that down so beautifully. He gets it into Princewell, but Davis is there saving it. Some good play there. Baba, Tingle. Tingle to Baba. Baba to Byrne. Byrne to Baba. To Byrne. To Robinson. Nobody wanted to pass to Harrison there. That's weird. Higgins. Wilson. Wilson. Higgins running away there. But, oh, why didn't he take that ball? Oh, well. Long ball for them to Nana Norkett. Can he get it in? No. He gets it back to, and he gets it in, and ooh. That was a close one. Hitting the top of the net there. Roof of the net, or whatever we should say there. Roof of the goal. And it's time to go into the dressing room, pump our fist, and I know we're capable of even better. Let's start the second half. You can see that we still have Harrison marked, so we can still see where he moves about on the pitch all the time. Here he gets the ball, pass it at once to Alex, then at once to Alan, and he gives the ball away quick to two players in our team at least, but he gives it away quick. He doesn't seem to be a player that wants to dribble or keep a hold of the ball or something like that. He just gives it one touch and it's passing to the next player. So it's Robinson, Higgins, Alex, come on, Harrison running to the open space there. Here's Princewell, and it's number 2. Yes, we're 2-0 up against Boston here, and we could really use 3 points here today, I must say. We haven't been very good the last couple of games, and a 3-pointer here could really help us out a lot. Alan tried to shoot there, but it ends up being a rebound to Princewell that he can put away. And we're now 6th in the league, so we're up to the playoff situation again, which is a nice feeling. Baba to Alan to Baba. Trying to reach somebody up there, Princewell, I guess, but he wasn't anywhere close to that one. Davis hoisting it up towards our penalty area. There we go. Byrne to Alex, to Alan, Alan to Harrison, Harrison to Tingle, to Byrne, to Alex, to Harrison. Harrison actually moving a bit with the ball and gives it to Tingle, and Tingle almost finding Princewell there. That could be a beautiful goal, honestly. So here's Boston though, but he shoots over. That's good. 55 minutes have gone, and I think it's time for Tingle to leave room for Amu. Ooh, that's not good. Get it away. Ah. Bouncing around everywhere there. And we're taking out our star player because he was a bit tired. So, yeah. It's what I wanted to do. Can we take out Higgins? No, we don't have anybody to play on that side. We're going to do Tingle's going to go off anyway, even though they brought one back. And even though I think Tingle probably has been the best, one of the best players in our team, 7.2. No, the best player has been Jamie Allen, actually. So, yeah. Rescue always press there as they want me to do. There's another free kick. Ooh, he hits the bar there. Ooh, we were lucky there again. And here's Baba. Gets it to Amu. Gets it into Alex. Oh, way over. 17 minutes to go of this last game of this episode. And we're going to struggle here at the end. We've been taking out our young little starlet, Tingle, and but we're 2-1 up. Here's Amu! the player that has actually taken Tingle's position. But he's, of course, nowhere near the brilliant Tingle. Here's Alan. Alan gets it in. Here's Wilson. And I really do hope that we will become, what should I say, a professional club for the next season. I do hope we get that status so that I can train the team in every single yeah, 3 times a day, as it said, because that would be good for the team, good for the young players that doesn't seem to develop anything now. That Princewell is one of those players that can become, given the opportunity to be able to develop like he would have if we get professional status, so that we can train as much as we want to. Of course, they need to have professional contracts as well, which is going to be a bit expensive for the club to sign every player on a new contract that is going to be on a professional status. But I'm going to start with the important young players like Trent Tingle and like Josh Higgins and players like that I feel have a very high potential and are very young, because I think that's the ones that are in most need of a professional training, so that they can develop those potential as well. Davies throwing very quickly, just grabs the ball and throws it out at once, and yeah, he was offside there. Perfect. Come on, Telford. Let's hold on to this. Just seconds to go. Robinson with the free kick. Do not waste too much time here so you get a second yellow card. Here's Robinson. Higgins. Higgins. To Robinson. To Alex. To Harrison. And it's over. We managed to win with Harrison on the pitch. Interesting. This 16-year-old. I don't think he's anywhere near good. 1.5 star at the moment, but I think he has the potential, as you see here, to become a really good player. And as I said, only 16 years of age, so he have a really amount of time to get there as well. And yeah, training rating 9.10, yes. So let's end this episode by, as we usually do, let's see here, Outreach, by going through some things out in the main menu. We're not going to go through the news that is happened here, because I don't see any use of that, but we are going to go through some of the things in the club here. I don't know what that transfer, I hope it isn't Trent Tingle. I think we're gonna have a look. National League, Telford, move. Harrison make professional debut. Boston make Muirhead offer. No, that's one of the players I don't want to get rid of. That's another one of those young promising players that I feel, or maybe not. I thought it was that. No, of course, that's not his name. I was thinking about that left midfielder, and he's not. This is not him. So this one I could actually see myself selling, because he's no good. Yeah, let's get rid of him. If he wants to leave, that is. And yeah, so the rest is not any. There's no more what should I say, transfer news there. So here's the financial situation. We have £442,000. We are way over budget, so we are bleeding a bit. We're losing a bit of money, so that's why I could see myself selling that one. We do have a lot more sponsoring, but not much more money, because we only have let's see, 2.9, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 and 12. So I guess that it's a bit over £30,000 that we are getting in. So we're not getting more money than we're getting with Welling United, but we're getting £43,500 for Welling United in League One, and we're only getting a main kit with them. Here we're getting some generals, and so I hope that they have improved this situation as well when it comes to the game, so to speak. So yeah, let's see the vision. We have the thing that we have mostly coaching courses that has been accepted and completed. Professional status is still in planning, and I'm hoping that we will have that finished for the next season. That would be terrific. So but we don't know yet. Supporters still only 14.4 thousand followers, which I would be very, very pleased with if my YouTube channel had 14.4 thousand followers. But yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. And the club info here, we can see we have a good training facilities, we have a good youth facilities, we have a good youth recruitment, actually, even. So we do have some chances to get something out of this team. But look at this. There's no youth that is expected to be something this coming up from this team. Look at the, oh crap. It's going to be a real surprise if we get something good from our youth team, that's for sure. But that's the way it is. We'll just have to be satisfied with what we've got and try to find a new striker for the next season. But we still have a lot to play for in this season. Lot of games left, and if we look at the table, 24, and there are 46 games to be played, which means that we have 22 games to play before this season is over. So we have a long struggle ahead to stay in that playoff situation that we really want to stay in. And hopefully we will be better in the cups next season. And most of all, the most important thing is hopefully I will keep my job at Telford United for to keep going here. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, and all that nice stuff. Stay safe out there in this tough world. Remember to have heaps of fun. And I'll just end with bye 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 bye.